Paige Spiranac, the former professional golfer and popular social media personality, has voiced her strong opinions regarding the use of the AimPoint technique on the PGA Tour. Spiranac has called for a ban on the technique or, at the very least, for it to be taught properly to avoid issues with pace of play on the course. Her comments come amidst ongoing debates surrounding the technology, which has gained traction among several top PGA Tour players, including Keegan Bradley, Max Homa, and Collin Morikawa. AimPoint is a green reading technique that uses a combination of technology and physical gestures to help golfers better read the slopes of the greens and improve their putting accuracy. The method involves players using their feet and fingers to sense the slope of the green and then applying the data gathered to make more informed putting decisions. The technique has been praised by some players for its ability to help with consistency and accuracy, but it has also drawn criticism, primarily for its impact on the pace of play. Spiranac's concern with AimPoint isn't the technique itself, but rather how it's being used by some players. She argued that AimPoint, when improperly taught or applied, can significantly slow down the pace of play. Spiranac's primary frustration is with golfers who have become so reliant on the technology that they use it even for short putts, leading to unnecessary delays. In particular, she pointed out that players who excessively walk around the hole, adjusting their feet to feel for slope and break, disrupt the flow of the game and irritate other players. She shared her thoughts on social media, saying, "There's nothing wrong with AimPoint. The problem is when it's not taught correctly, which will slow down pace. A player who is slow will always be slow with or without it." She went on to elaborate, saying that when players are conditioned to use AimPoint in every situation, including tapping and short putts, it leads to what she referred to as trampling around a golf hole. Spiranac expressed that such behavior is unnecessary and counterproductive, particularly when players should be able to make decisions quickly and keep the game moving. Her stance echoes the sentiments of PGA Tour veteran Lucas Glover, the 2009 U.S. Open champion, who has also criticized AimPoint. Glover, who has voiced his frustration with the technique in the past, referred to it as rude, particularly when players crowd the hole to use it. On his SiriusXM PGA Tour radio show, Glover further argued that AimPoint hasn't proven to significantly improve putting stats on tour, citing the lack of statistical evidence to support its widespread use. Glover went as far as to say that AimPoint should be banned from the PGA Tour, stating that it not only takes too much time, but also disrupts the natural rhythm of the game. He said, "Statistically, AimPoint hasn't helped anybody make more putts since its inception on the PGA Tour. It's also kind of rude to be up near the hole, stomping around figuring out where the break is in your feet." However, not everyone shares the same opinion. Collin Morikawa, one of the players who actively uses AimPoint, responded to Glover's remarks by defending the technique. Morikawa acknowledged that AimPoint can slow down the game if not used properly, but he emphasized that it has been highly effective for him personally. He pointed out that the key to using AimPoint successfully lies in being respectful of other players and using it in conjunction with their own putting routines. Morikawa also noted that AimPoint has helped him develop a clearer understanding of how to read greens, which in turn has benefited his putting game. AimPoint does take longer if you're not doing it properly, right? If you're not doing it when other players are reading their putts, Morikawa said. "I think there's a respect issue." Morikawa also took a lighthearted jab at Glover, suggesting that if AimPoint were to be banned, long putters should be banned as well, referring to Glover's late career switch to a longer putter. Despite the playful back and forth, Morikawa made it clear that he believes AimPoint has been a game changer for his putting, helping him better judge the breaks and speed of greens from various angles. This ongoing debate highlights the delicate balance between improving a golfer's performance and maintaining the flow of the game. While some players feel that AimPoint has helped them make more consistent putts, others like Spiranac and Glover argue that its improper use is detracting from the pace of play and the overall experience for both players and spectators. As the 2025 PGA Tour season progresses, it remains to be seen whether the calls for banning or better regulation of AimPoint will gain traction among tournament organizers and officials. For now, it appears that the technology will continue to be a point of contention as players, coaches, and fans weigh the pros and cons of its application in professional golf.